We found this Camaro left in a barnyard for the last 12 years untouched, and in the history of WD detailing, we've never seen spores growing on paint like this ever. So when we picked it up, there were a couple questions for us. Can we save it? And it just so happens our good friend Robby Layton's in town, so he came by the shop and he tried to get this thing to run after sitting for 12 years. So you need to watch the whole video because we encountered some crazy things.
Wow.
And I know you guys are super curious if this thing's gonna start. Now, I'll also mention the new owners and the place that we got it from is selling this car, so if you guys are interested, I'll leave their website on the screen and in the description. All you have to do is give them a call and it's for sale. So on this detail, we started with the exterior. We noticed that this front grille was completely disintegrated, so we popped out these bolts and it made it super easy to get the rest out so the next owner can just replace it and it looks way better. But I wanna take a second and say if you guys are not subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscription button because we're making our way to 620,000. And our goal by the end of this year is 700K. So if you guys aren't subscribed, there's a good chance you're not and you watch all of our videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And for the question of the video, leave your answers in the comments below. Do you know what year this Camaro is? If you do, let us know. So as we were vacuuming around the outside of the car as we normally do, I noticed what looked like some bee's nests behind the mirrors, and I'll let you guys see the rest for yourselves. And now moving to the other mirror, I guess my question to you guys is, do any of you guys know what would make bees want to nest behind the mirrors of a car? Is it the darkness and the protection, or why would they want to be in that spot?
I see it. That's, wow. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That's crazy. Oh wow. I love how it all came off in one piece. And now moving on to the wheels, they were in pretty bad condition, but using our tire cleaner, some hydrofluoric acid, and our wheel cleaner, which everything that we use is in the description below if you guys want to try any of the products you see in our video, we were actually able to bring these things back to life. Wait till you see the end result. And now is probably the most satisfying part of the whole video. So what we'll do is we'll spray paint safe degreaser everywhere and let it sit for just a little bit, and then we'll spray it all away with a pressure washer. But for how bad this car was, and especially the hood, we had to do it twice. And if you guys enjoy this type of content, please give it a like because it really helps us out.
We want to take a minute to say thank you to this video sponsor, Henson Shaving. Now, something that I've always dealt with when shaving, especially when I'm shaving my neck, is razor burn. So yesterday I actually shaved to see if overnight I would develop any irritation. As you can see, there's no problems at all. Compared to other 4-blade razors, there's actually a scar from where I cut myself, usually. But with Henson single blade, no irritation and no cut.
Look at how beautiful this Henson Shaving AL13 aluminum razor is straight out of the box. And using a safety razor can appear daunting, but putting it together is as easy as putting a fresh blade on the top cap, then putting on the base plate, attaching the handle, and you're ready to shave. The Henson AL13 razor costs several times more than a typical cartridge razor. However, the blades cost over 20 times less, which means the operating costs are lower. Most razor companies take advantage of the fact that many customers don't think about the cost of ownership. But once you own the Henson razor, it's only about $3 to $5 per year to shave, depending on how often you shave. We want to give a huge thank you to Henson Shaving for sponsoring this video. Go visit hensonshaving.com/WD detailing and use code WD detailing and get 100 free blade refills.
This is the best razor that I've ever used, and it will be the only razor I use moving forward on my face. Thank you again, and let's get back to the detail.
And while we're over here, we'll make sure to hit the door jambs too, because we're gonna gut the interior and clean the whole thing, so it doesn't matter if a little bit of water gets in there anyways. I don't know about you guys, but I am not sticking my hand in there until it's cleaned. Now moving on to the engine bay, we're going to give it a good clean before Robby gets there, and we also have one other surprise planned for him that you guys don't even know about yet. But while we're in here, if you know what engine's in this car, leave it in the comments below.
All right, so obviously this paint is completely trashed. Ridiculous levels of oxidation. You can see it through the water, which is crazy. You could probably get it off with a claimant, but truthfully, sandpaper's faster. Realistically, I'm gonna knock it all down, all the contaminants and all the oxidation, and then polish it. But I thought it'd be fun if I just did half the car, and that way when Robby comes tomorrow to work on it, half the car will look great, the other half will look like crap, and we'll get his reaction. We'll see what he thinks. So we're just gonna do a little test spot here. And we're not sanding for flatness or texture removal. We're literally just kind of floating it over the top to get rid. You can see all that milky. A lot of that's dirt, a lot of it's oxidate. And the goal is to pretty much use this sandpaper like clay. We learned this from Jason Kilmer. So that's what I was talking about. The sheer amount of oxidation on this paint means that you can sand it with 3000 grit sandpaper and it'll be shinier than the rest of the car.
So that's a surprise. We're gonna go ahead and do half the car right down the middle, and then when Robby gets here, we're gonna surprise him and show him and see what he says about it.
All right, guys, Robby just made it here, and we're gonna take him in, show him the Camaro, and see if he can get it started. I have high hopes. Looks pretty clean, so we'll see.
Check it out. Why is the car half clean?
I figured I'd save the other half for you.
I didn't come to work.
Think you can get it to run?
Hopefully, is this just a little V6?
Tiny little V6.
Oh my gosh.
We brought you all the way out here.
A 2.8 V6
Camaro.
in your Joe Dirt Classic.
Hey, but it has IROC wheels, or Z28 wheels rather.
All right, so we made it out. We've got the 57 in the parking lot, which is awesome. We're gonna try to start this little baby 2.8 multi-port fuel injection motor. Like, this is every country boy's dream come true. So I've got Hillbilly with me. He is our in-house expert mechanic. We're gonna try to get this thing started. So we went and got the jump box, it's hooked up. We're gonna just turn it over and see. I doubt it's gonna start, but maybe it will. If not, then we'll try to see if we can get to start on some starting fluid. Yeah, let's check the oil, because we all know what happens when it doesn't get checked.
It's 400 miles.
Yeah, it'll go, no, 450 miles.
450 miles, that's what happens.
All right, crank it over, see what it does. Oh yeah, stop. Oh yeah.
Big leak in there?
Oh yeah. I'll bet you got a corroded fuel line. Oh yeah. Gas tank leaking.
From the gas tank?
Oh yeah, gas is spewing out. We're gonna try some starting fluid, see if we can get it to start, but we're not gonna run it too long because I think it's got a corroded fuel line and it's just pumping fuel right onto the ground. Hillbilly got the fuel pump disconnected, so we're not spewing gas on the ground. We're gonna try to start this super sweet 2.8 on some starting fluid. So anyway, hopefully it works. Hit it, Batman. Oh. Is there a mouse nest? Oh, we got a mouse nest in the exhaust. Fuel pump in a can.
So, you purchased 2 V8 cars from us. What about a V6?
Just to be completely honest, if I even knew this was a V6, I probably would have just kept going. So, now that we've got the 57, we've got the brand new 6.2 LS in it. This is, I'm gonna have to go ahead and pass on this one.
That thing is insane out there. I can't believe that you're gonna drive it all the way home.
Oh yeah, 2,000 miles.
Nuts.
So we're taking a route all the way down into Kansas City, down into Wichita, back up to Denver, and then across the Rockies back to you from Utah. And we're gonna make it. We've only...
one car hauler trailer, so there's not room for this one.
The Corvette is getting trailered home. So the 57 has to drive itself.
I mean, if they could drive this back, you guys could race.
You wouldn't catch me dead.
You wouldn't catch him dead in a Joe Dirt V6.
So there you have it. It was a pleasure having Robby, his wife Demery, and Hillbilly at the shop. Go check out their channel. It's in the description below, and make sure you subscribe to them. But anyways, it was time to move on to the interior. When we pulled out the seats, we found a nice little surprise underneath it.
Who is this? Is that what I think it is? Oh God.
That's no mouse. That's my brother.
Now to finish getting the carpet clean, we're going to go ahead and use our extractor with our extractor soap and drill brush. We're going to really work it into those fibers so we can suck out as much dirt and mouse urine as possible to leave this carpet clean. And we'll do the exact same thing for the seats. And then we're going to go ahead and finish the rest of the interior with our soft bristle brushes and our APC.